Hello YouTube. I decided I'm still gonna do this little video. We have a pretty, yucky weather because it's been promised like stormy weather here. But I have a couple of plants that I want to show you because if we're gonna get hit by the storm, we don't know if we'll see them again. So let's not take the chances, okay? So we are not affected so far, but I mean it's a little bit early. I will not be putting too many things inside. I had a couple of experiences with the tornado and stuff, and believe it or not, the mounts that I hanging are pretty safe. If you put them, I have just a few to move, so I think I'll keep it the way it is. By the way, here's my, if you remember from Sundance, that little encyclia Tampensis alba on the African wood. It rained, so you can see everything is dark. Yeah, this is the little mount that I made for her. So wish us luck. We'll see how it goes. I can see, by the way, from here my Oncidium blooming. Pretty girls. And I also gonna show you what I bought yesterday at Sunland. I did get the little Oncidium. There is a species. And this is how big it is. Look how cute. Totally cute. So, and it's called Gomessa longipes. Vanessa suggested to keep it a little bit more dry than regular Oncidium because it's a species, so they have their, requirements and stuff like that. Cute. Okay, that was one of my purchases there, and as we go, I'll find you. I think they're both. One is here, so of course I got the ridiculous Orchid arrows. You know me well. Have no clue how it looks. I really like how healthy and large this plant is. I'm like, it can be divided already. And I did get a couple of bulbo. I got one bulbo and cactuses, I think. So, but what I wanted to show you is this gentleman. And I don't want to sound like a brat, but he is gorgeous, and I think it's a he. It's Solagny. Don't ask me why I think so. Just I think so. He is really seriously underperforming this year, even though I know people are happy with one, but I know this plant, it blooms extremely early this year, number one. And number two, last year I had probably like 25 of these, what would you call them? Waterfalls, yeah, orchid falls. And this year just, I don't know how many are there, and they are really short. Last year they were like up to here. So, but of course it's gorgeous no matter what I say here. It smells, it's like borderline not pleasant citronella. It's a very, very citrusy, but not that fresh citrusy, more of a like chemical citrusy smell. I remember the first year it bloomed for me, it was crazy. It was like 35 of these strings, and it was cold and I had to put it inside. Oh, it was a torture because the whole house smelled like citronella, really, really strong. So here it is, my Solagny rochusenii. I think he is very special. Orchids are amazing, orchids have such a variety. Let me go from the other side so that the light hits them a little bit different. There's no sun today, so it's a little bit more pale. Wee, a little wind. Stay. I love love doing a video of them like this. Video or pictures. It's really cool. Oh, I'm standing here and the smell is so strong. It's an amazing plant. I got it about 3 or 4 years ago at our Orchid Society Christmas auction. This particular plant is from Plantio, but I'm sure they have them if you want one. And it's growing in a plastic basket. It overgrew it. Maybe that's why it's not such a crazy bloom, even though it's still very, very pretty. So yeah, here's my Rochussenii for you guys. And right next to him is this thing it opened, a Campi rigida. I showed you this plant before. It's really interesting, a cluster of really like waxy blooms, and it's a Vanda looking plant. Got it from Smiley Orchids, also local here in Florida. What else is, the surprise for me is that my Bangkok sunset decided to bloom again. It bloomed not that long ago, and I just yesterday noticed the spike. Camera would not focus on it, and it's a nice fat spike, so we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, second time. One orchid that I am kinda not happy with is Moat's green goblin. I don't know how often it blooms. I got it at Tamayami and it was blooming. It's a very large plant, and I haven't seen no action since. Tamayami happens in January, so I don't know if they're one-time bloomers or what's their deal, but it's not showing me any progress. There are a couple of exciting moments here, so it will be a nice fluffy ruffly cattleya, I think. My problem is I never remember what I had, what, who is who. So we'll see what happens there. That orchid over there that I told you I never seen bloom before. So I moved her from here. I actually just discovered a great picture point here. I think it's a lime sherbet, maybe sherbet, but I don't know. There's a little bit more inside green. It's a little bit more complex than a lime sherbet, if you ask me. But it's been on this, I believe it's called fern of some kind, for a while. I can see it's breaking. So first time, and I'd guess 3 years. It's gorgeous though, there's no doubt about it. There's one more coming in there. Don't ask me how I got it from there, but I got it. By the way, and I forgot, and I apologize, a really good friend of mine, Anna. You know my brownies, right? So usually what happens with brownies, we just hang them on a hook, or like right here, something, metal hook. But Anna took it to the next level. She made like a pretty holder with different beads. I have a bunch of them inside. She is a very nice lady, a great customer. We share lots of thoughts and ideas with her. So she made those for me, and I love them. It changes the look of the brownie drastically. From being just a little, piece of clay, it becomes a really beautiful piece of art. So here's a little idea for you. If you guys are crafty, all you need, make sure it's the stainless steel wire. To put my hand, otherwise camera picks everything in the back. And then you see, you put them on, you put a little glue. The rain starts, I think. And voila, you have a beautiful piece. Thank you, Anna. Oh, and a little update on Eduardo's Paraphalaenopsis. Eduardo, it's attached. Look at that guy. That fruit. Woo! And the wind. I hope we're not gonna get hit. You know, living in Florida, we learned. Listen to the media, but divide it by like 8, because they will tell you it's gonna be a crazy hurricane, and then at the end there's nothing. So you prepare, and then there's nothing. So what do you learn? You learn not to get prepared and just wait and see what's gonna happen. And if you do that, usually it hits you. My Nadosa is actually very pretty, and I was saying that I'm not good with them, but I finally found a good spot for them, because that was a problem. Yeah, so what else I bought? I bought another bulbophyllum. It has to be here somewhere. I don't know where though. Let me take a look. Somewhere here. I got this guy. That's the one that I showed you with the long spike. Look how long this spike is. So I really liked how it's, out of plastic baskets, I really like these. First of all, this plastic, you can feel it, is much harder than the regular plastic. And so it kind of has a little skirt. It's cute. So I got this guy too. And I think for orchids it was it, because I got 2 more cactuses. But, you know, we're not going to talk about those. So, here, this guy. By the way, let's talk a little about old spikes. Lots of people, especially people that are new, are asking what to do with them. So, I'll give you this. When in my opinion, okay, in my, you know, practice and stuff like that, if they grow outside, particularly Phalaenopsis, if they grow outside, I always leave the spike, not the spike, you know, the old flower, bloomed flower spikes there. If you see that it turns into a straw, basically, that's when you cut it. But other than that, you will be surprised. You will see new blooms appearing on those, and that's always pleasant, and that's always a miracle. The great example and answer for you cut the spikes or not to cut the spikes was given by Mac, who owns like these guys, you see. Just for these needs to be cut. It's just the owner of this orchid is not very organized. So, but Mac gave this, when people ask him, he said, how many people do you think are running in the middle of jungle with scissors and cutting the old blooms off? So that's a good vision of it, and a good answer to that question. Oh boy, somebody has a really loud car. So here's our $500 orchid that Martha was selling. It's doing well. There's a little something growing there. Come on. I will not do it. And right after this is over, I'm gonna have to run here with the fungicide. There's one more. We need to attach this one. Need to find a clip. Well, guess where I have a clip? I have it on my head. Be prepared, right? So it is important on these little guys to kind of direct them, because otherwise they can go any possible direction. So wish us luck with our amazing weather here. As you can see, I can start feeling the drops. I hope it will be just, you know, the stormy weather and nothing else. But we shall see. I, by the way, have a extremely happy moment here. My Californian cymbidiums shooting spikes. Yay! So we might be, if we're lucky enough to see blooms on those boys, those will be exquisite. Okay, so you guys stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. Just a little walk through. Just wanted to show you my Solagny before it storms. Okay, you have a great day and safe, and God bless us all, because what's going on out there is not funny anymore. We're gonna need a miracle. Okay, have a good day. Bye guys.